I remember waking up after what should have been a perfect night of sleep, 8.5 hours, uninterrupted, in complete darkness, in silence. And yet, as I sat on the edge of my bed staring blankly at the floor, I felt like I had been hit by a train. My limbs were heavy, my thoughts fogged, and my motivation to move was non-existent. That wasn't just one morning, it was many. You do everything right: sleep hygiene, early bedtime, blackout curtains, even cutting caffeine after noon. And still, you wake up feeling like the day has already defeated you. Why? Well, this is the paradox. How can we sleep long, deep, and right, yet still feel tired, still feel broken? There's a name for this strange, almost cruel state. It's called sleep inertia. But the paradox isn't just in the term, it's in the experience itself, because the world tells you that sleep is the answer. If you're tired, sleep more. Simple. But when more sleep just makes you more tired, something deeper is at play. We live in a world obsessed with optimization. Sleep trackers, smart alarms, melatonin apps, all promising us better mornings through technology. But the problem with sleep isn't just how much you get, it's when, how, and under what conditions you wake. The body is not a machine, and you are not an algorithm. When you sleep, you cycle through different stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM. Waking from deep sleep, especially if your alarm jolts you out of it, is like dragging your soul out of quicksand. That's sleep inertia. Your brain is partially awake, but parts of it are still in the underworld. NASA studied this. They found that sleep inertia can last up to 4 hours after waking. Not minutes, hours. That grogginess you feel at 10 a.m. It's not because you're lazy or broken, it's biology. And yet, we judge ourselves. We push. We drink coffee. We scroll through Instagram looking for motivation. But what we really need is understanding. I used to think I was just weak, that there was something wrong with me. Why could others jump out of bed at 6 a.m., hit the gym, and run their empires before sunrise, while I felt like a ghost haunting my own life? I started researching obsessively. I went down rabbit holes, from neuroscience journals to ancient Stoic texts, and I started seeing patterns. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I am rising to do the work of a human being.'" Even emperors felt the pull of sleep inertia. The struggle to rise is not a flaw, it's a feature of our biology, and perhaps our spirit. But it's more than just hormones or sleep cycles. There's a psychological inertia too, the weight of unresolved thoughts, unspoken fears, the life unlived. You don't just wake from sleep, you wake from everything you tried to avoid the day before. That's why some mornings feel heavier than others, because you're not just tired, you're carrying yesterday's ghosts. So how do you fix it? First, we must stop fighting ourselves. The way out of the paradox is through presence. It's not about hacking your morning with cold plunges or productivity mantras, though those have their place. It's about listening. If your body is slow to rise, maybe it's because it needs slowness. Maybe your rhythm is not broken. Maybe it's just different. So I started doing things differently. I stopped setting alarms. I let my body decide. I journal before bed to empty the mind. I wake, not with force, but with awareness. The first thing I do is breathe. Deep, conscious, slow. I acknowledge the fog instead of fighting it, and slowly, it clears. You can't fix sleep inertia by force. You fix it by realigning with yourself, by honoring your circadian rhythm, protecting your mornings like sacred ground, not reaching for your phone before you've even met yourself. And most of all, seeing tiredness not as failure, but as feedback. Some of the most productive people in history, Einstein, Churchill, even Darwin, were notoriously slow risers. They didn't shame their fatigue. They built lives around their energy patterns. That's wisdom. So if you wake up tired, even after 8 hours of sleep, you are not broken. You are not alone. You are human. And the path to feeling alive again starts not with more pressure, but with deeper presence. Let go of the myth that mornings must be conquered. Let them unfold. You're not a machine. You're a soul in a body. Treat yourself like it. That's how you fix it. So what do you think about this topic? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.